Go and gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise, and so will I go in unto king, which is not according to the law, and if I perish, I perish. Esther 4:16. So, Absolute Batman. You know what's crazy? I actually really enjoy Absolute Batman. I wouldn't say it is like my favorite version of Batman, but maybe it is. The longer ears, the overall aesthetic, and just like the absolute unit of a tank that Bruce Wayne is in this universe is actually crazy. It's not even a muscle suit. The dude is just huge.
Pause.
They go over the backstory, like briefly in the beginning. They go over the fact that, Thomas Wayne still lost his life, but this time around, we have a difference and a change of pace as far as this version status quo of Bruce Wayne in his Rose Gallery. He has a much more close-knit relationship with Killer Croc and possibly a few more other ones of note. And also, shocker, his mother's still alive. Yeah, it was like a big thing at the end of the chapter to want to just, get it out of the way. Because, it's very different from what we're used to as far as Bruce Wayne's dynamic with his parents. Having one just changes everything, and it's pretty much like the Ultimates universe but DC edition, and I really like that touch. Art style, in my opinion, is very good. It's very solid for what they're doing in this new Absolute universe, and above all else, I just like this version of Batman. People keep on about the whole thing with his insignia or his emblem, and honestly cry about it. I think this is awesome. People keep on it's like, what do you want it to look like? It still looks like a bat. It's very indicative of the flying fox bat. It's a very big bat. It's basically like a small dog. For those who want a little history lesson about flying foxes. Anyway, moving past my little random diatribe, I think for the most part, this feels right. For some reason, even the way this Batman moves is very Ben Affleck-like. He stalks his prey in a very different manner. It's very much like he is a bat. It's not just, oh, he has gadgets. He has gadgets, but it's very limited. So we have to focus more on brute strength and overall strength training. And I like that touch a lot more as well. Dude, this dude's gonna tower over Kal-El. I'm just gonna say it now. Dude is huge.
I have seen the pinnacle of glaze.
We even get a different turn as far as the Alfred character as a whole. He's more leaning into his military background, which I actually don't mind. It actually makes a lot more sense in this universe. He's a lot younger. He can move around a lot more. Not as old and feeble. He isn't a butler, that's for sure. He is literally just a Black Ops character, and his interaction or his first meeting with the Batman is really cool. He just goes in going about his mission, dealing with this gang that's causing trouble in Gotham, because it's Gotham. Duh. So shout out goes out to my boy Kid over here, and he says, I appreciate the prayers as always, boss. A really nice touch and idea. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I know a lot of people don't really like my little Bible verses at the beginning of my videos, but I'm glad you do. Shout out to you, man. And again, I just love the way he goes about giving a monologue overall the entire chapter about Batman, about this Bruce Wayne. And yeah, he finds out he's Bruce Wayne because duh, this Batman, you could spot him out in the crowd. This dude is gigantic. I don't think his identity is going to be a big deal or anything, but it's bro, you could literally look at the dude and be like, yeah, that's Batman. Dude, look at him. I even just like the way his cape is. I was kind of hesitant on it because all the art I've seen of it, it looked like it wasn't even a real cape, but turns out it is, and it looks cool either way. I like the way he uses it in battle. I like the way it's done. It's very bat-like, and I like that touch. It really does feel like he is going along with the myth approach. He is a giant man bat in a way, but I think aside from the cosmetic, I think the story they're telling from so far, obviously, because it's only the first chapter, so it's not going to be a crazy big synopsis on this version of Absolute Batman. But with what they give us, the little slice of life, just his day to day is really cool. I just love the bits and pieces we get of lore in this overall chapter, and the approach he goes as far as bats being always integral in his life to some extent, to some shape or form. Even won a weird little bracket to go to the zoo in Gotham, and that is where Thomas loses his life. And yeah, Batman raised by a single mother. It's modern day writing. From what they tell, it's not that bad. Like I said, I really just enjoy this version of Bruce. I enjoy it because the nitty gritty, the down to earth Batman has always been something I prefer. Like I like it when Batman is just like a little bit more rough, a little bit more gruff, a little bit rougher exterior. You know, he's a lot more grizzled in how he approaches fighting Gotham, fighting the corruption in Gotham. We get a little bit of Jim Gordon and Black Robert Gordon, you know. Again, modern day writing is going to seep its way through for some reason. You know, instead of just doing it organically, of course, my biggest gripes with most of these modern comics is the fact that they need to race swap things. And I will never stop complaining about it. And if those who have a problem with me talking about it in the way I'm talking about it, I don't care, click off the video. But moving past my issues with that, then that I think I like this. And even with the way they characterize Jim Gordon, it isn't to my liking per se, but I understand why they went this route. You know, it's to change it up. You know, after all, this is a universe made by Darkseid. Keep that in mind. But yes, I enjoy the Ultimates version of Batman. I really do. I enjoy the story they're telling. I enjoy it, how they go about it, and things of that nature. They showed that Batman's brutal but tactical. And, you know, like even again, going back to his whole scuffle and kerfuffle with the criminal mind of Gotham, how he goes about it. Like he was preparing for this mission in the narration. He's precise. He misses every serious artery, but the violence, the viscera, it's still extreme enough to where, yeah, these criminals are scared and they should be scared of him. He is the Batman. And I like the way they do it. And they tell it in a very interesting way. And yeah, I always love the year 2, year 1 style of Batman, because the mythic version of Batman, the way the criminals look at Batman, is my preferred way. I don't like it when the criminals are too comfortable with Batman. This was just a short little review and thoughts on this. And let me know yours in the comments below. Let me know what you guys thought about Absolute Batman. Let me know if you read it. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.